Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing well. Want to make this video about where we're at as a nation, I guess. Really as the entire world right now. If you look at what's going on in Australia, they are basically forcing the jabs on the citizens. You can't work, you can't go out shopping, you can't do anything unless you have the jab. And the people are actually standing up and they're fighting back, and they've already had their guns taken, so it's not, things would be a little bit different, I guess, if they tried to do all of that in America, as opposed to Australia. They're really putting their foot down to try to quell out any resistance to this move. But the fact of the matter is that as a society, you cannot allow what is happening to happen. Like, we just can't. Whether you're pro-vaccine, whether you're anti-vaccine, we cannot allow what is happening to happen. And if we all come together and say no, regardless if you're vaccinated, unvaccinated, if you're vaccinated, that's fine. That's, you did what you wanted to do. But if you're unvaccinated and you're being forced into a situation where you're having to choose between work and providing for your family, COVID already did a number on the economy. It destroyed small businesses. Destroyed them. And there's small businesses that are not coming back. There's tons of them that are not coming back. So you broke those small businesses, and now on top of it, you want to break the working class and force them into submission. Because I can guarantee, if the population right now as a whole is roughly 50% vaccinated, and I think that's accurate, that 5% here, 5% there, but within 50% as a whole, the other 50% has had ample opportunity to get it, and they don't want it. We simply do not want it. We'll take our natural immunity, which if we've been tested for COVID, and I have, I'll take my natural immunity as opposed to this synthetic spike protein or whatever is in these jabs, because we don't know what's in them. They won't list the ingredients on them, and we don't, the science behind it, we don't know what the side effects are. You've got people like Bill Gates saying things like, well, if you want to know what the side effects are in 2 years, you have to wait 2 years. And that's the reality of it, because there's not been enough time to see what side effects are in 2 years, 5 years. And I'm just so sick and tired of people comparing it to smallpox or these other vaccines that have been around for years, measles. It's apples and oranges. It is not the same. Smallpox was, the vaccine for it was like 1798 or 1796, something in that time. It did not become distributed worldwide until like the 1950s. Nearly 150 years later was when it finally, was beginning to be used on a wide scale, to the degree that it was. So comparing the two, like you can't say a virus that just showed up in November 2019 and now a year later you have a vaccine that you can use and begin to distribute on the scale that we're distributing it on. That's not how they work. That's not how vaccines have ever worked. That's not, it's crazy to think that that's the case in doing those things, and it's just never happened that way before. And I know they say, oh, well, we've been developing this technology for years. You probably have. And, that's why we're here. That's why we're at this point. So my main point is that we need to stand together and band together. And if there are people that are weighing it, look, I can't tell you what to do, but I know for me, I'm going to stand on principle on this, and that's going to mean that I could very well lose my job because I'm not going to get it. Now, I'll opt for the religious exemption. I'll opt for, a natural immunity exemption, whatever I can do to try to stand up to this forced jabbing, but I'm not going to take it. And that's just going to mean what it means for me and unfortunately for my family as well. So, but yeah, we have to stand on that principle, because when we start saying, yep, sure, I'll do it just in order to work, then we've opened up Pandora's box. We probably already opened it up, and there's no closing it, but at least we can slow it. Anyway, guys, just wanted to get that out of my system. Like I said, these are therapy sessions for me on the way home, and I need to vent sometimes, but I'm not worried about it. I'm trusting in God. The whistleblower, I love what she said for the Health and Human Services lady for Project Veritas. I love the fact that she said, I put my faith in God and not in man. That's what we have to do. That needs to be the mindset that we're all taking part in, and just really understanding that we're at that point. Those Christians that are waiting on a sign, waiting on something to happen, some big event that's going to happen. We are in a pot that has been brought to a boil. And you don't realize it's boiling because, there's people that, I jumped out of it for a little over 4 years ago. You jump out the pot and then you look back at the pot and you say, oh, wow, it's boiling. It's just, you can't see it because you've been in it the whole time. One bubble here, another bubble here. And you don't realize it until it's way too late. That's what I believe the German people, a lot of the people that went through Hitler and what happened there, that's what they all said. They didn't realize their freedoms were gone, and that they were at a certain point as a society until it was too late. They look up, you wait on one event to happen that will get thousands of people to rally with you, and it's not that. It's a series of hundreds, maybe even thousands of events over the course of multiple years that just gradually bring you to a boil until you don't even recognize society anymore. Once you snap out of it, you don't recognize society. But that's where we're at with this forced jabbing that's coming down from Biden and from these authoritarian, totalitarian dictators that basically are trying to run things now. So anyway, guys, take care. God bless. Be making some more videos later.